With a legal update and more, this is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. When it comes to a former AEW star joining WWE, Ringside News said, Rey Fenix's WWE debut isn't a matter of if anymore, it's just a matter of when. The latest word from within WWE is that Fenix is expected to make his long-awaited debut after the European tour wraps up on March 31st. While there's no exact date locked in yet, all signs point to his arrival happening shortly after that milestone, meaning fans won't have to wait much longer to see the former AEW star in a WWE ring. Fenix, who recently secured his AEW release, dropped a heartfelt message to his fans on March 6, 2025, writing, "Thanks for all your love. I love you all." While he didn't explicitly confirm his next move, the writing has been on the walls for weeks. As previously reported, Fenix is expected to complete WWE's medical process soon, and behind the scenes, WWE is already brainstorming merchandise ideas for him, a clear sign that the company is preparing for his arrival. The only thing that could delay things now would be a last-minute change, but as of now, everything is pointing toward a post-European tour debut. AEW reportedly had the option to extend Fenix's contract due to injury time, but instead granted his release. The situation wasn't without drama, as Fenix allegedly made vague allegations about inhumane treatment, though AEW never addressed the claims publicly. It's believed that he had to agree to a non-disparagement clause as part of his exit. Asked if he considers himself to be the best wrestler in the world, AEW's Will Ospreay told Chris Van Vliet, "Yeah, of course not. I'm confident in my abilities and I'm confident with my audience. Does that make me the best? I don't know. Because I feel like the best is now so widely spread. Are you the guy that draws the most? Are you the guy that shifts the most merch? Are you the best bell to bell? And I'll just go, I'm the best. I was out with my kid watching Cirque du Soleil at the Royal Albert Hall, and a guy came up and he takes a photo with me. Then Harry goes, why does that happen all the time? I was just like, I don't know how to explain it to him because he's 6 and I have the mental capacity of a 6-year-old. So I went, you know, I do wrestling. He's like, yeah. I said, I'm like the best. That's the only way I could put it. On WWE's official YouTube channel, the company had a video going over the greatest heel turns of all time, and John Cena turning on Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble was number 1. Reacting to Cena's heel turn, the Bella Twins said this to Women's Wrestling Talk. As Brie Bella noted, "It's about time. I'm actually really happy because this is his farewell year, and I didn't know if he'd give in or not, so I love it and the way it was done. I mean, chef's kiss." Nikki Bella added, "It was done so well to end your farewell tour and turn into a character that the fans have wanted for so long. It's not only, I think, going to be fun for him, but how great for the fans. It's like a gift he's giving, you know what I mean? I think it's so cool. It was amazing." Touching on the possibility of Brock Lesnar returning to WWE, Ringside News wrote that WWE has changed a lot over the past few years, and Janelle Grant's blockbuster lawsuit against Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and WWE was a huge reason for that shift. That lawsuit is still ongoing, which is keeping the former WWE World Champion from coming back to work. Janelle Grant's lawsuit named Brock Lesnar as someone who was involved in the string of abuse she took while under Vince McMahon's control in WWE. That situation has not changed. Janelle Grant's lawsuit states that she was ordered to send sexually explicit content of herself to Brock Lesnar at Vince McMahon's request. Lesnar has not been accused of any wrongdoing in the lawsuit, but his name being linked to the allegations adds a new development to the case. In Grant's initial lawsuit, it was stated that Lesnar demanded media of her urinating as part of contract talks. A hookup between the two was also planned, but never followed up on due to weather issues. Ringside News has confirmed that Brock Lesnar will not return to WWE television until this legal situation is over. It will be interesting to see if he even makes a comeback at this point, because the case is not ending anytime soon. Both sides have told us that they plan on fighting till the end. The fact that Brock Lesnar's name is involved in Janelle Grant's lawsuit against WWE, John Laurinaitis, and Vince McMahon is keeping him off television. In fact, the moment it was implied that he was a part of the situation, he was pulled from a WrestleMania storyline with Gunther. Brock Lesnar is not being sued by Janelle Grant as part of this lawsuit, but his name is involved. That being said, the Beast Incarnate isn't likely to make his return to the company anytime soon. In another update on the Janelle Grant lawsuit, Ringside News added, Janelle Grant is pushing back hard against efforts by Vince McMahon, WWE, and John Laurinaitis to move her lawsuit into private arbitration, filing a response on March 7th in the United States District Court of Connecticut. Grant's legal team didn't hold back, making it clear they won't let WWE or McMahon sweep this case under the rug. It is unsurprising that defendants wish to avoid confronting the uncomfortable truths Ms. Grant raises in her complaint, they wrote, arguing that McMahon and WWE are trying to dodge accountability. The lawsuit, which had been on hold due to a federal investigation, is now moving forward, and Grant is pushing for her amended complaint to be heard in court. Her attorneys claim the updated filing describes with greater particularity the horrific sexual, physical, and emotional abuse she experienced at the hands of defendants. They also point out that the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, recently found McMahon engaged in a scheme to cover up his misdeeds and mislead shareholders, with Grant's NDA being a key part of that cover-up. McMahon's team is arguing that the case should be dismissed or sent to arbitration, but Grant's attorneys aren't having it. Defendants are not entitled to arbitrarily censor the complaint and suppress damaging facts, they fired back, adding that McMahon's attempts to claim prejudice are baseless because any reputational damage is no greater now than when plaintiff filed her initial complaint. One of the biggest bombshells in Grant's response is her legal team's claim that McMahon's longtime doctor, Dr. Jeffrey Kolker, administered unknown treatments to her while allegedly being aware of a relationship with McMahon. Even more concerning, the doctor is withholding her medical records, which document those treatments and defendant McMahon's involvement. As for why the amended complaint wasn't filed sooner, Grant's attorneys say WWE is trying to manipulate the timeline by ignoring the fact that McMahon himself was the target of a federal investigation that paused the case in June 2024. They also called out the company for attempting to seize upon the sudden and tragic loss of Judge Mayer for a litigation advantage. With the Department of Justice lifting its stay on the case, Grant's team is making it clear they aren't backing down. Plaintiff is comfortable providing a fuller picture of the case, including identifying abusers and enablers who facilitated her exploitation, they stated, adding that the SEC's findings prove McMahon's pattern of silencing women to protect his image. Grant also provided a statement to Ringside News expressing her determination to see this case through. Ms. Grant is grateful and empowered by the support she has received from the community and looks forward to holding Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and WWE accountable for facilitating the sex trafficking and abuse she endured at the company. McMahon, WWE, and Laurinaitis now have the chance to respond before the court decides whether this case stays in the public eye or gets pushed behind closed doors in arbitration. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.